All right, well, here's the email that I received from Anna, and I'll read it as she wrote it. I try to correct here and there if I can quickly, but I try to read it, and I'm a bad reader. So, hello at first. Wow, thanks so much for this beautiful collage. You're allowed, of course, and please send it to my page too. Thank you. Maybe the next collage will be with photos from us. Oh, there's a flashlight in my mind. When Lena is already in Australia and her birthday will get closer, 20th of May, we both create a collage of photos of you and me and send it to her. She would be so grateful and be touched of this. I feel fine today. Thanks for asking. What about you? I took some time now for writing, and I wanted to I wanted to all these days before, but well, you know the reason why I couldn't. I wish it would be easier. I'm not afraid of that the police may take us into trouble for bringing peace. And it is so nice to hear that you take care of our security and let us know that we don't have to be afraid of anything. I can imagine that that be the thing, never wants to bring us in danger. And I think it got one of the right persons to carry out this peaceful message, because you, in capital, know what peace is, and actually what peace brings with it. I will watch the video you are writing about. I noted it in my to-dos. I really think this is a possibility to make that video from us when we sing in front of Daimler's company building. But at first we have to find much more people who we have to convince at first. And you know it the most. That isn't easy. Well, I think you know my answer about it. Being busy because of work is the saddest and fuckingest thing which can exist, and I'm sure that I didn't decide it before I was born here. So I think that every soul's decision to come back as a human on earth is that we want a chance, this condition of our lovely mother planet, to sustain it, I believe she wanted to say. Because she, our earth, is the most destroyed being of the humans' mistakes and wrong intentions. But we cannot remember our initial plan we've had, when we were just a soul or something like invisible consciousness, because the most people are forced to be distracted from the billions of media in our world, which is of course arranged by the highest powers to push their consciousness down, which wants to break out. It wants to. Now, the consciousness is this thing, that is guiding us. She wrote this in capitals. It wants to break out. I can feel it, because it's not a long time ago when I was led from the mainstream, and it didn't take a long time to change my mind and my whole worldview. So, in capitals again. So I know all people could be converted in this way if they let their consciousness speak to them. You may notice that I am just in mind with this. All right. What she's trying to say here is that, that I may notice that this is an issue with her. This is something that she's thinking about all the time, even if it is hard, sad, and sometimes not easy to manage. But I'll do my best. I promise you. I want it too. I really want it, and I know we'll do it and reach something by all these actions. So I will start into my bathroom to refresh me for going out today to dance. The party from last Friday was miserable, so I have to catch up something. I have to visit you in the next time because I want to involve you into a goodbye present, which I want to prepare for my baby girl. She calls her girlfriend that, and they're like one. This is amazing. You will like it, I know. But I do not tell you something before. Ha ha ha. She's laughing, and I think she knows. I know she knows that I'm 100% transparent. I'm going to send this around. Whatever comes to me, I share. Nothing stays with me, because everybody needs to know this. And she said also, oh, my father wrote me and is interested in meeting with you and me. Isn't it great? He wanted to tell you his website address so you can inform yourself about his kind of work for the thing. If you want to write him at his email, here's his web link. Well, this is amazing because here it shows the Facebook email, and when I go into Facebook, it shows me his. I copied this from Facebook, and I got his email address from his pharmacy. Now he's a pharmacist who follows the rule because this is how he needs to make his money. But if you write it, you know, it's called Landapotheke, and he's inspired 100% by the thing. So, you know, he does, in his limitations, you know, forced through the system, everything to get this information out. And this is why he wants to meet me. I know this. And I know that, he, you know, I was told by his daughter, Anna, that he feels he's the Messiah. And you know, it's strange because I had that same feeling, because I feel like, you know, if I go out and share this with everybody, then, you know, I must be like a messiah kind of thing, right? But then I notice, well, if he feels that way and he does all this wonderful work, then that's what we are. We are all messiahs. And, you know, there's a million different, not a million, but there's a lot of different ways people describe this, you know. Anna and Lena, her friend, you know, Lena lives in my building, and this is, you know, we met, and she calls it light. Others call it energy. There's so many ways to describe what this experience that, you know, you still call God, and then, you know, you look in the books and, yeah, but it is written 2015 years ago. We live in 2015 now, and there's a lot of stuff that is not written there because in 2015 years ago it didn't exist. Now I see in the dark there, you know, Dr. Thatcher is smiling, but next to him is President Obama. There's also, you know, Angela Merkel on that picture behind me, and you know, there's nothing written about cars. There's nothing written about the inventor of the automobile. There's nothing written in there of Nikola Tesla, who, you know, this is another email coming in, you know, if you're wondering what this noise is, about a little boy who says, you know, I'm autistic, I have bad eyesight, I'm deaf, you know, and I'm looking for, in a light workers group on Facebook, I'm looking for people to say hi and just kind of like recognize me. I have like 243 emails just from, you know, people recognizing this little child. And, you know, one woman said, you know, help this little boy. Well, you know what, this boy doesn't need any help because his what you call autism is a gift from the thing. It is, you know, for us to learn that we're all different and we all have special jobs to do here. And people who are like that, we still need to learn what they're to give us, you know. I mean, a lot of them have special talents, you know, play the piano like incredible, you know, memorize things. How can we use this to you know, to sustain our earth and like really, you know, make it sustainable, Dr. Thatcher? You know, you say that you want a sustainable world, but then which part of your cars and trucks and buses are really sustaining our earth? You know, they're still running on like oil, gas, electricity, all not sustainable. Sorry, you know, Nikola Tesla, and I know, you know, I don't know how this thing works. I just know that we don't need natural resources. All right, I talked so much again, and I'm just kind of following this thing blindly. Sometimes I know right away, right now, and I know that something big is happening when I don't know anything. I'm just kind of tossed all over the place, and I don't know really how it's all gonna come together, but I have the feeling right now that I'm tossed all over the place because it just might. You know, maybe I've touched your heart, maybe somebody else gets touched and, you know, kind of holds us up to you and said, well, Dr. Such, I think you really should look at this and, you know, maybe speak to this Ms. Schneider, because, you know, I don't need help. She does a lot of help, I think, you know, to wake up already, you know, and this is what I wrote to you know, I answered it, and I'm not going to read this now, but, you know, if you want to describe me, Anna's dad says that he only helps people who come and actually ask for it and you know, want to know about the thing. Well, our Earth really doesn't have that much more time, you know, for us to wait for people to be ready to, you know, and Anna says that too. It is possible. And then if you want to, if I needed to describe myself right now, you know, alarm clock. Wake up, you know, we gotta change it now, because, you know, there are videotapes out there that say in 10 years something really terrible is gonna happen. Well, they weren't made yesterday. The terrible things are happening, and, you know, the refugees coming here to Germany, yes, it's wonderful that you're open and you're learning that they're different and we need to adjust. That's what we need to do, but they can't all come here, right? I mean, there's only so much room in Germany, and what they're really trying to do is knock on our door, you know, trying to wake you up to say, hey, we want this too, and we could have it if we just, you know, stopped doing the things that we're doing and continued some of them, because a lot of good stuff is already, you know, the light work is, you know, going crazy, you know, sending to this little boy, hey, hi, I see you, and, you know, you're a wonderful kid, and, you know, there is no such thing as mental illness or autism or, you know, all these things. Forget these labels, you know. People, that's what it comes down to, you know. Who cares where they're born, you know. We're all one place. PaMacKiLAnD, you know, one world called PaMacKiLAnD. And you built the car, Dr. Tsache, you know, flying through PaMacKiLAnD, and sound like a fairy tale? Well, you know what? Let's take that fairy tale out of the box and make it real. That's what I suggest. And this would be a coat I would be wearing. And, you know, I bought red fabric for the lining of the hood. And you know, then I was thinking, all right, I need the scarf too, so I need about 1.10 meters. And now, you know, things change. You know, I just do things, and then I notice I really don't need it for the coat. I have enough fabric in, you know, of the white and with everything else. So 1.10 meters is gonna make the dress that I, you know, made for the doll. So I have the red fabric. I wouldn't have bought red, but now I have it lying here, and 1.10 meters is enough for me to make a really nice dress like the blue one. And that could be for the show, you know. We could be dancing, and I would wash too, and, you know, this is my nightgown. So. And what's the difference, right? Now you know it's my nightgown. Well, you know, doesn't it look like a t-shirt? You know, of course, you know, my nightgown, and sorry, I do not wear a bra to sleep. So of course my nightgown is not a t-shirt, it's actually like a dress kind of thing. But, and I guess this is, you know, I'm talking about my nightgown now to make sure that, you know, it's funny, people learn English here in school, and everything runs on a schedule. Now, I would think that it's really important for everyone to know to make an appointment, right? But when I go places, that word, nobody knows that word, you know, and you could call it a date too. But that's not what I'm looking for, Dr. Tsache. You know, you could call it that, but I'm not looking for a date with you. I'm actually looking for an appointment, you know, to just make sure that you know that I'm not interested to get into your pants. I hope you're not interested to get into mine either. I'm interested to get into your heart, so we can put the show on the road. How about that? You know, make a road show. And there are a lot of road movies out there. We could make a road movie too eventually, you know, about, well, I wrote some already, and a story like that is written in no time. A movie takes a little bit longer, takes a lot of money, and maybe we can rethink all this stuff, you know, with the money, because we do need to share this information, and I'll explain to you why. And you tell me when and where we could meet, please. Thank you for listening. I love you. Hugs and kisses.